Hello friends, Joy here with subrosatea.com. Good evening to everyone. Welcome. I am going to talk about some of our products, including some of our caffeine-free tea. As the owner of a tea company, I have been getting messages, an awful lot of correspondence lately from you telling me that you are having trouble sleeping. So we're going to try to work on that a little bit. We sell loose leaf tea, so I'm going to demonstrate to you just a few of our tea accessories, and I am going to talk primarily in this video about the caffeine-free tea that we sell. But first, let's get to steeping, and let's get to steeping something fun, something that does have caffeine. Sometimes a way to get us to sleep better at night is to be more alert and awake during the day. Who knows for sure, right? So all of our tea is loose leaf tea, and we have a combo pack right now on our Top Shelf Club page on our website. So the fruit tea combo pack, you are going to get this jug, a mist glass iced tea jug. It makes 6 cups. It is made out of glass, fits in the door of your fridge. You're gonna love it. While we do have 80 flavors of loose leaf tea, we have 4 of them grouped together in our fruit tea combo pack. So I want to tell you about those. So the first 2 tea in our fruit tea combo pack, friends, the afternoon apricot, which is a black tea, and also our blood orange mango, which is a green tea. So black tea has roughly 60 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup. Green tea has significantly less caffeine than that, but it's super high in antioxidants. Sometimes antioxidants is what is going to help you feel more alert. You don't necessarily need a huge influx of caffeine in order to feel alert. The other 2 tea in our fruit tea combo pack, friends, are raspberry Earl Grey, which is also a black tea. If you didn't know, Earl Grey is made with bergamot, and bergamot is a Tuscan orange. So this tea has got raspberry and orange notes. And our oolong peach tea. The oolong tea does have less caffeine than a black tea does, and it's nice and smooth. The oolong peach tea is like orchard fresh peaches. We do have all 4 of those flavors available for sale individually. We have them all grouped together as the fruit tea combo pack with this jug. Let me show you how easy it is to make fruit tea. So I took 1 tablespoon of each of the 4 flavors. 1 tablespoon happens to be 2 servings of tea. It says right on our package exactly how much tea is 1 serving. Friends, if you decide to buy the fruit tea combo pack, I have the recipe on the listing page. Don't you worry. 1 scoop of each of the 4. And did you see? I literally put it right into the jug. I already had it measured out, all 4 of them, and I am taking cold water. That's it. Nice cold water is easily going to make iced tea with our tea. Now here at Sub Rosa Tea, like I said, we sell loose leaf tea, and all of our tea, none have any sugar. There's no calories, no carbs. Yep, some have caffeine, but not all. We have over 100 flavors right now of loose leaf tea, and 40 of them are completely caffeine free. But all 4 in the fruit tea combo pack do have caffeine, and they can all be wonderfully and easily cold steeped. So the tea leaves go right in the jug goes right in the door of your fridge. Set it and forget it. I say you will have iced tea ready in about 20 minutes, but go make lunch. Whether you're making a 20-minute salad or a 2-hour stew, whenever you are ready for your iced tea, it will be ready for you. When you are cold steeping your tea leaves, you're not bruising the tea leaves, so it will not get bitter and it will not oversteep. So you're using nice cold water, which does mean it takes longer than hot steeping, but because you're not oversteeping it, it will not get bitter or oversteeping cold water. I think that's great. I do drink tea with my dinner. I put it in the fridge. It's ready the next time I am ready for iced tea. And again, friends, this in particular is called our Fruit Tea Combo Pack, available on the Top Shelf Club webpage. So now that we have our fruit tea chilling and ready to go, I wanted to dive into some low caffeine and no caffeine teas. Today I'm going to talk about white tea. White tea it is made from the same tea plant as black, oolong, green, and white. It's all the same tea plant, but it has even less caffeine than a green tea, even more antioxidants, flavonoids, and polyphenols. Now here at Sub Rosa Tea, we do sell white tea by itself. Unflavored white tea. It is nice and light. It is mild. Definitely not grassy. Absolutely strong enough to have on its own during tea time, but I would say mild enough to have with a meal. We have several white tea flavors. Our Blackberry Merlot is a white tea that has blackberry and sage. So the sage makes it taste oaky like Merlot. Next up is Good Fortune. This is a white tea with jasmine and rose. So the Good Fortune is definitely a little on the floral side. Next up of the white teas is Orange Creamsicle. This is orange, tangerine, and vanilla. I used to chase the ice cream truck when I was young. Oh, I love those orange push-up pops. I could not get enough of them. Now that I'm an adult, I do live a keto lifestyle, so I don't partake in any sugar, and this is a really fun way to enjoy an orange creamsicle. You could steep this tea right in the iced tea jug when the iced tea is ready. You can add it to popsicle molds. Specifically, we happen to sell these molds. I love them because each one of the molds here, it looks like a watermelon. Isn't that so stinking cute? Each one of the molds is exactly 1/4 cup of liquid. So very easy to just steep up a cup and make a few popsicles. Tea and water is an absolute great way to make a fresh popsicle. You know exactly what's in it, nothing artificial, nothing added. If you wanted to do something fun though, because it's a summertime treat for you, you could add something else. It's Orange Creamsicle. Again, has orange, tangerine, and vanilla. So I would play with those flavors instead of against. I would maybe do like an orange juice or an orange concentrate or a fresh, like peel an orange and make a pulp out of the entire orange. If you have a juicer or like a food processor, you could add more vanilla. You could do a vanilla bean. You could add a vanilla extract. I'm trying to think of what regular people would have in their kitchen that you could kind of doctor it up to make it taste even more like a summertime treat. Personally, I like the tea by itself. I absolutely love it frozen. If you are a regular watcher, and I see we have lots of people who are here today who do regularly watch the videos, you know right now, friends, I am suffering from seasonal allergies. It's just the way it is. But yes, my throat is a little scratchy. You betcha I am drinking so much tea. But it's also really hot outside. It just is. So a nice soothing popsicle is definitely something I look forward to, and I treat myself with absolutely no guilt. So like I said, we do sell these popsicle molds. They are made out of silicone. They are top shelf dishwasher safe, but really they're very easy to use. I just couldn't tell if you could tell that the stick is also the silicone. It's not like a wood stick that's disposable. It's definitely reusable. The entire mold is. Just having so much fun in the summertime with my iced tea. Let's get back to the white tea. Another fan favorite here at Sub Rosa Tea is the strawberry ginger white tea. Strawberry ginger is definitely a really good 50-50 blend of both the spiced ginger and the fruity and sweet strawberry. This tea also has Schisandra berry in it, which is a superfruit. So super high in antioxidants, definitely a winner, especially if you are giving it to children. Next up in the white tea line, again, white teas are very, very low in caffeine, high in antioxidants. Vanilla white chai. We actually have 4 chai tea in our catalog right now at Sub Rosa Tea. This one is a white tea. It is extremely good cold. Of course, it's good hot. It is a good one as a latte, but I would have to say it is definitely one of my favorites to also mix with others and totally make a popsicle with. So that is our completion. Oh, I forgot to grab the bag. We have a white tea in limited edition right now, and I'm still toying with if it's going to be a permanent addition to Sub Rosa tea. It's called Fuzzy Navel. So if you have purchased it, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Our Fuzzy Navel white tea, again, it's in limited edition right now. It's in peach, mango, and mango and orange. So it's definitely nice and light. It's definitely very flavorful and fruity. And I just would love to hear from you. I'd love to know do you like it? Because we sure have sold an awful lot of it. So I sure would love to hear if you think we should carry it on a permanent basis. Oh, Monica says her throat hurts too. Girl, I hear you. Nothing we can really do, right? I don't want to avoid being outside, but sometimes being outside is causing me grief right now. But anyway, thank goodness for tea, right? Thank goodness. We have some really good teas that are just so soothing and helpful. Let's talk about our tea add-ins first. So at Sub Rosa Tea, we sell several products that I'm calling tea add-ins. A tea add-in is one single ingredient. Would you call it a tea? Honestly, yes, you can steep it. So we do call them teas. But I've been in business long enough that I've had customers continually ask me, do you sell these certain ingredients? We want them. So I'm very happy to oblige. We had them in inventory anyway for our blends, and they have such wonderful health benefits. I wanted to make sure that you knew they were available to you as well. So anything with this purple label is completely caffeine free and a tea add-in here at Sub Rosa Tea. First up is elderberry. Elderberry, friends, is known to be good for your immune system. You can drink elderberry tea on its own, no reason not to, but a lot of our customers add a pinch of the add-in to every cup of tea that they drink. This one, obviously, it's a berry. It can be a little tart on its own, so you could easily add it to maybe a sweeter berry tea. It would be extraordinarily complimentary and, again, great for your immune system. Next up is lavender. Again, I wanted to highlight my customers who are having a hard time sleeping right now. Lavender is known to be good for relaxation, so we are selling the whole lavender flower. Lavender is very commonly added to chamomiles because, again, they are also good for relaxation. You can even add this to your bathtub and steep in your tea. Go ahead and add it to your bathtub and it will help you relax. Both the aromatherapy of smelling the tea while it steeps and, of course, drinking it. So adding it to chamomiles, and for those of you that didn't know, lavender is also very commonly added to an Earl Grey tea, and typically is called a London fog. For those of you who do like black teas, we do sell a London fog. It is Earl Grey with bergamot and lavender already added for you. Next up, friends, is licorice root. Licorice root, we have so many customers who are so thankful that I introduced them to licorice root. Licorice root actually tastes like sugar. It's an all-natural sweetener. It does not taste like licorice candy. Licorice candy tastes like anise. That's a very specific taste. This doesn't have it. Licorice root is what they used 100 years ago to make candy before they switched over to cane sugar. Well, guess what, friends? Licorice root, no calories here. You can add this licorice root to every single cup of tea that you drink. The good thing about licorice root, it is known to be good for acid reflux and heartburn. We have several customers who tell me that it's helped with their GERD, with their heartburn. My father-in-law was on his way to have surgery because he was in so much pain and having a hard time swallowing. So I'm so thankful that it worked for him. It's also, again, like I said, no calories. It doesn't actually have sugar, but it's an all-natural sweetener, so you do steep it like tea. You would steep it. And if you steep it by itself, it really just tastes like sugar water. But it's nice that it will not affect your insulin levels. Dandelion leaf. We sell dandelion leaf. If you haven't had it, our dandelion leaf tastes a little bit sweeter than green tea. It's not bitter, it's not grassy, but it is known to be good for kidney and liver function. This is one that if you are interested, again, in your kidney and liver function, I would tell you that we have done a video series called Tea Time on Tuesdays at 2. Whether you are watching our videos on our Facebook channel or on our YouTube channel, we have those videos organized together. They're called Tea Time on Tuesdays at 2, and I dive into one specific topic. So I kind of give you more details on how each one of these items can affect your health for the positive. Hibiscus. Who's had hibiscus tea? This is very common, very, very popular, completely caffeine free. Hibiscus is actually a flower. So this is a very beautiful burgundy colored flower. It is known to help lower your blood pressure. 3 to 4 cups a day has been shown in medical studies to lower blood pressure by 6 to 7 points over just a few weeks. In that case, my research has shown that you should be steeping it hot, but it would definitely help if you added a pinch of hibiscus to every cup of tea that you drink, especially if your blood pressure runs a little high. Ginger is another one of our add-ins. This is ginger root. Ginger root, of course, known to be good for tummy troubles and nausea and indigestion, completely caffeine free. It is nice and spicy. It's actual ginger root and it tastes great. But we have some teas that I love this in, so I just add it. I just add it separate. Maybe you don't. We sell them separate, so you don't have to, but it's nice that we have it by itself. If you didn't know, ginger tea was first. Then they created ginger ale. So if you grew up in a household when you had a tummy ache and your mom or your grandma gave you ginger ale, it probably came from the tradition of ginger tea because it helps with tummy troubles. So the nice thing about the ginger tea is, again, it has no calories, no sugar, absolutely no caffeine. So if your tummy troubles at night, you can rest assured. And I think it's much more potent. It's not something that you would have to have multiple cups of, unless, of course, you do have real tummy troubles. But it's known to be good for stomach viruses. So that's exactly what sometimes gives you trouble, is a stomach virus. So we sell that by itself as well. Next, I want to dive into the red teas. Red teas are called Rooibos, and they're known to be good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. While some of you are here, do me a solid favor. What are you sipping on right now? I'm going to take a sip of my tea right now. I am drinking Rooibos tea. Would you leave me a comment? Let me know what you're sipping on. I know it's a really funny word. It grows in South Africa. It's known as red tea or red bush tea. It is red in nature, and it is known to be good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. Today, I did a video on the 7 types of tea that we carry, and I entitled the video Drink the Rainbow, and I gave you some really good tips. There's some other things that Rooibos is known to be good for, so make sure you watch that video too. Now, friends, if you like your tea plain and unflavored, I highly recommend the Rooibos. It just tastes like tea tasting tea. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit smoky. It does have good flavor. But for those of you who want something outstanding, want something flavorful, you want your tea time to really satisfy your taste buds so you're not craving an afternoon snack, I kind of am going to recommend a flavored Rooibos. We have lots of options at Sub Rosa Tea. Carrot cake is first. It does have a rooibos base. It's got carrots, coconut, it's got chai-like spices with cinnamon and ginger, and it has maple brittle in it. So it's both sweet and spicy with all the health benefits of rooibos. So if you are having insomnia-like evenings, definitely consider a cup of rooibos tea. Next up is Rooibos Earl Grey. Like I said, friends, Earl Grey is made with bergamot. So this is bergamot with rooibos, completely caffeine-free and fabulous. Next up is salted caramel, definitely guaranteed to satisfy your sweet tooth. Again, this is a rooibos tea, and we're an all-natural company, so we use real balls of caramel. You won't get any sugar because I know you're not going to eat the tea leaves. No one does that. Not that you couldn't, but in general, people don't do that. But the end result, steeped tea product, will not have any calories, but it is sure nice to satisfy your sweet tooth. I seem to have unusually strong cravings for something sweet at night when I skip my tea. There is something about that tea time ritual that not only satisfies my taste buds, but I literally think it balances out my blood sugar. I read a study once that, you know, a lot of people have different sleeping issues for different reasons, but some people are literally just eating kind of wrong for their body situation in the evening. Either they're eating too late for themselves, or maybe they're eating too early, or they're eating too many of whatever, carbs or sweet treats, or maybe not enough carbs and sweet treats. So some of us are actually being woken up because a blood sugar has either dipped or spiked. Kind of interesting, right? Anyway, let's talk about rooibos again. So I just talked to you about the red rooibos tea that we sell plain, and we have it flavored. This tea, friends, has green rooibos in it. So it is the same plant, it's just processed a little differently. This is raspberry limoncello. It's got raspberry and lemongrass. So it's not terribly sweet, but it's not really tart or sour the way a lemon is. But lemongrass, friends, this one is so good for your fluids. So like me, I'm suffering from seasonal springtime allergies, and I get fluid in my ear, not from anything I'm doing, just being alive. I get fluid in my ear because I'm reacting to something in the air. Anyway, all of those things are in this tea are really, really good for the histamine reaction, the fluids, and getting me feeling right again. Completely caffeine free, of course. Next up, I wanted to talk to you about some chamomile teas. One of our best-selling teas is finally back in stock. Woo, I know, you guys. It took me a little bit, but right now I'm kind of a one-woman show, so thanks for being patient. But let me tell you about all of them. So we sell chamomile tea by itself. It is known to be good for relaxation. If you would prefer it, we definitely have it by itself. Also, you could add chamomile to any one of the rooibos teas. We haven't done that, but you certainly could because we sell them all separate. We also have a really fabulous chamomile tea that's called chamomile vanilla bean. So this is nice and smooth. I would say that it is on the sweeter side. Vanilla, to me, just naturally tastes sweet. It does have the licorice root in it. Nothing else that would be terribly sweet, but it's got lemongrass too. So it's definitely one of my favorites. All of these are good hot or cold, but if you are suffering from sleep type issues, I would probably advise you to go ahead and steep it hot. You don't have to drink it terribly hot, but steep it hot, okay, friends? Next up is a chamomile that has spearmint, orange peel, lemongrass again. So this tea, Peace of Mind, does have a mint type taste with citrus. Definitely loved by an awful lot of people. It's just nice and smooth and refreshing. And then the one that I was telling you about that's finally back in stock is called our Sweet Dreams. This is a chamomile. It does also have spearmint, but this tea in particular has lavender and also has valerian root. So friends, valerian root, let me get that for you. Valerian root is, again, kind of like a tea add-in. Right now we have this in limited edition on the Top Shelf Club page, Valerian Root. Valerian Root is known to not only help you fall asleep, but also fall back to sleep. So if you are being awoken in the middle of the night from whatever reason, Valerian Root, either by itself or added to a tea flavor, might be very, very helpful to you. So we added Valerian Root to Sweet Dreams. Again, this is a chamomile-based tea that does have a little bit of mint in it. With the Valerian Root, that is now back in stock. We sell the Valerian Root separately. In my opinion, I don't normally drink this by itself. Not that it tastes bad, it's just kind of boring. I would add it to just about anything. You know, whatever you like, whatever you want it to taste like, add the Valerian Root to it. And honestly, even though I would tell you to start with a pinch, it probably is very specific to your situation about how much you would actually use on a nightly basis to help you sleep. We do have another blend, if blending is just not your thing, we do have another blend called Good Nights. This one was created just a little bit ago, so if you've been around Sub Rosa Tea for a while, you might not even know this exists, but we do have it in stock now. And Good Nights has absolutely everything that I just talked about. So the first main ingredient is hibiscus, again, known to lower blood pressure. We don't really know if that's something that might be keeping you up as your blood pressure changes, but something that we do know for a fact is your blood pressure changes as you lay down. It is different than when you're standing up and active. So if for some reason you need help leveling that out, the hibiscus is in the Good Nights. It's got peppermint. Again, I don't know if you have tummy trouble, but it's in here because it tastes good. Licorice root is going to help you with your blood sugar, again, nice and even. The lavender for relaxation, again, with the chamomile to help you be able to drift off to sleep. And of course, the Valerian Root is in here too, in case you are woken up in the middle of the night. So the Good Nights is definitely nice, round, fabulous flavor. It does steep up that nice, bright red burgundy because of the hibiscus. And people are telling me it's really helping them. So I always love feedback from my customers. If you've tried it, make sure you leave me a comment, okay, friends? And lastly today, the last tea I'm going to talk about is Triple Root. Triple Root has ginger, turmeric, and sarsaparilla. These are three roots that I have combined together. This tea tastes fabulous. It is a little bit on the spicy side, but they're all known to be good for your joint mobility. So if by chance your sleep issues have to do with you being a weekend warrior and you did way too much yard work outside this past weekend when it was gorgeous, or maybe you're getting all your steps and you're doing the 10,000 steps a day, oh, right? I hear you. I think you're doing the right thing, but your joints may really appreciate some recovery with the Triple Root. Ginger, turmeric, and sarsaparilla. Now, I've not told you the prices or anything because they are all different, and almost all of these teas we sell in 4 different sizes. So you can absolutely give them a try, and once you know you like them, you can buy a bigger size, which will save you money. So let's just check in really quick with our fruit tea that I steeped up in the very beginning of the video. You can see now that I've only been talking how long now? 25 minutes? I haven't been talking too long, but this tea is ready to sip. Now it has been on the counter, so it's not cold, but this is absolutely perfect. And I just wanted to say that again, I used nice cold water, but it's fruit tea, so you could do anything you wanted with it. You could cold steep it in carbonated water. You could make sangria if you use nice cold wine. I happen to love Chardonnay with the fruit tea combo, and you could absolutely make yourself more like a fruit tea cocktail if you did something more like a martini with vodka and rum. Fruit tea combo pack available now on our website. So thank you, friends. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you watching today's video. Feel free, like, comment, and share. I always appreciate it. And everything that I did talk about can be purchased on our website at subrosatea.com. No matter what you do with the rest of your day, have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye, friends. Good night.